G'day, this is Morgan Evans and you're listening to Jackie Harvey. Turn it up.
That old lighthouse shining down, sound of a rowdy home game crowd. The gravel road to my childhood house in the heart of a steel town.
We're here at Townsville at Country Fest. I'm catching up right now with Morgan Evans. Thanks so much for joining me.
Hey, that's good to see you.
How are you feeling about being here in Townsville? Have you been here before?
Yeah, well, I've been to Townsville before, but
Yep.
a long time ago. And we were just saying off camera how beautiful it is here at
Yeah,
this time of
yeah.
year. We arrived yesterday from Nashville. It was like the longest journey. It was like 32 hours or something. Kind of arrived weary and then pulled up out here at the water and just the sun was out and
Yep.
saw the most beautiful sunset and yeah, fully in the zone.
I love that. Well,
Yeah.
you do keep yourself super busy. As you just mentioned, being in Nashville, it would have been a busy time there. CMA Fest, the
Yeah.
vibes would have been super busy. Is that right?
Yeah, well, we just finished the Australian dates of the Steeltown tour right before that and then flew straight back for like 10 or 11 days and then we're here again. So I feel like I've been jet lagged for about 2 or 3 months. So
Yeah.
I'm just cruising at this point.
I actually saw you shared something that said being jet lagged increases your age by, 13 years. How
yeah.
much flying have you done? Like,
Well,
what age are we at?
Do you know that guy? Do you know that guy, Brian Johnson?
No,
He's
I
like
don't think so.
the most measured man. Like
Okay.
he's obsessed with finding out, the best kind of ways to be healthy and longevity and all that. And I think his partner is Australian, and he came back to meet her family, and he did all his metrics, and he got back home, and his biological age increased 13 years from one trip,
Okay.
which means
So how old are you?
by the
looking?
maths it means I'm really old.
Let's just not think
Yeah,
about that yet.
exactly,
It's
exactly.
probably a bit too old. Well, very exciting stuff. You've just released a brand new album, Steel Town. It's so good. Talk us through how this
thank you.
came together. Is there a bit of a story behind it all coming together?
Yeah, or the album. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of made over 3 years of life, and it was pretty. I don't know, a lot of change happened in those 3
Yeah.
years. So it kind of starts with going back to my hometown and kind of reconnecting with where I came from and my old mates and family and all those old places, and kind of finding a new perspective, and then kind of follows a journey from there. And it's been really great. The last sort of month is the first time we've gone out and done our own headline shows, and we played the whole album, and it just feels kind of more than, it's the most personal stuff I've ever done, but it feels like also the stuff that I'm seeing people connect with
Yeah.
more deeply than anything that I've done before. And so it's been a really fulfilling time sort of to spend so long working so hard on something and then to sort of experience the connection that creates. It's been really special, and I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to tonight as well.
Yeah, it's so good when you put all that time into something to see it come to life and to see people relate to, the stories you've written. It's got to be pretty special.
It is. And I feel too, the longer I do this, the more I realize there's only so much you can do, and you kind of have to get an album or a song to a point where you like it so much you almost don't care what anyone else thinks. And I really got to that stage with this album, but I'm also just so grateful that people do like it as well.
Absolutely. Well, we love having you back here in Australia. You did just mention you recently went on a tour around Australia for the album. What was that like, and what does it compare to with American country crowds? Is there pretty similar, or we're a little bit different, or just good to be back home type of vibe?
That's a really good question. I've been asked it before, and I've thought about it a lot, and I think my answer might be getting better. And I think I'm not a good person to ask about it, because I'm Australian and I grew up playing here, and I played here for a long time before I moved to America. So for me, it really does feel like a hometown show everywhere we play in Australia, because it's I remember that song from 2007 or whatever, so I feel like my relationship with Australia and Australian country fans particularly is just kind of deep and unique, and for that reason, it feels so special to me that it's hard to compare.
You've got that connection with the Australians, because you're from here. I get that. Well, I've got a round of 5 fast questions here, if you're up for them.
5 fast ones.
All right, let's
go.
Let's rip in.
Do I need to drink this coffee before we do this?
The first one I've got is, what's your go-to song on your own personal playlist right now? What are you reaching for?
Oh, I am obsessed with Jimmy Buffett right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was just Pirate Looks at 40.
Yep.
Yep.
I love that. There you go. The next one I've got is your go-to drink. We know you love a beer, but what's your go-to drink that you're reaching for?
Yeah, local beer.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had the Emu Expert in Perth.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a VB in Melbourne. I can't remember what we had in Sydney. There's so many good beers. I think we had a Tooheys New, actually.
Yeah.
And I guess it'll be 4X tonight, right?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, the next one I've got is your favourite song to play live up on stage.
That's a good question too. That's an ever-changing one.
Yeah.
I think right now it might be the song Steel Town.
Yep.
Yeah, there's something about that one. It's sort of represents this album in a good way, and it's the one that I see people like singing but with their eyes closed, you know?
Oh, good. In the
Yeah,
feels. Yeah,
exactly.
I like that. The next one I've got is, do you have a pre-show ritual? You know, do you eat a certain food? Do you wear lucky undies leading up to a show? Like, do you do anything like that?
Yeah, I haven't washed these undies. I don't wash them till
Ever.
the end of the tour. What do we do? I think the one thing that I try to do now is to just have at least an hour before the show where it's just me and the
Yep.
boys, and we just hang, and we sometimes talk through the set, but just I think being together gives us like we feel like a band going on stage. So that's
Yep.
the one thing that I try to do every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last one I've got is, do you have a most embarrassing moment over the time performing, whether on stage or maybe just on tour, something like that?
I have some pretty embarrassing moments, I think. I think the first one that comes to mind was my first time ever playing in Texas. We were playing in a place called Sugarland. And I say we, it was just me. I went
Okay.
by myself with my loop pedal, and I was opening up for Reba McEntire at this like community theater. It was a beautiful, brand new venue, 5,000 people. And there's not even anyone on stage working. Like
Yeah.
it was just me playing, and my guitar stopped working. And I looked around, no one could help me, and I tried a few things, like all the things I knew to maybe do, nothing.
Yeah.
And I just put down the guitar and I looked up, and I just started singing the American national anthem.
Okay. What made you go for that one?
I was just like, I don't know what to sing a
What do I
cappella,
do?
but people sing anthems a cappella all the time.
Yeah,
I thought this would
true.
be normal. And so that's what I did. And then everyone stood up and we did it together. And I said, thank you and good night.
Oh my God, that's a good call. On the
Yeah.
spot thinking right there.
And
That's good.
I got to meet Reba after the show too. So it ended up being a great night.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Turns out it wasn't too embarrassing after all.
Yeah, it is though. You know, moments like that. I'm sure you maybe have moments like this on air where
Yeah.
like you look back and it might have only been 30 seconds or 2
And it
minutes, but it
feels
feels
like
like 45
hours.
minutes. Yeah.
I
Like your whole
totally
life
get
flashes
that.
before your eyes a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that. Well, Morgan Evans, thank you so much for joining us here at Country Fest.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Don't call me a fool if I don't wait until tonight to call it a day.
Well, joining me right here, we're in Townsville at Country Fest, is Zach and George. Thanks for joining me, guys.
No worries. Thanks for having us on.
How are you going? Is this your first time in Townsville? How are we feeling so far? When did we land? I want all the details.
George just keeps
He's
handing the
like-
mic. He's like, hang on a second. No, we've been in Townsville a couple of times. We've actually, I think we played this very venue or one of the racetracks New Year's Eve 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Mate, we played over there. We actually played over there. This is the other side from where we played. You're 100% right. We've been here before. Exactly here, yeah.
I love that. Well, you guys, how are you feeling about tonight? Getting excited to jump up on that stage again here?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. I always love being able to get back together with everybody and you're here for a good time, not a long time. So
Yeah.
it should be good.
I love that. Words of wisdom right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Well, you guys have known each other for a long time. How long has it actually been so
Well,
far?
like simply too long. But if you want to figure, it's probably around 13, 14 years, maybe longer. Too long, as I said. But we've been doing music since we were 12 years old, and yeah, we're still here.
What's the saying? If you guys have been friends for 7 years or something, it means you guys are locked in for life, you know? Is that
gee,
how it
that
goes?
sounds
You
like a
guys are
long
besties
time.
forever?
Weather's good.
Well, you guys have, known each other for so long. Have you learnt anything in particular about each other? Maybe some funny little things that each other does or anything like that. Is there anything that you've learnt so far along the way?
I think I think one of the things with us is it's actually appreciating each other's differences. Like, we are different people, but we both love music and we both love country music. Some of us struggle to open gates and take a bit longer to open gates than others. And I'll give you an opportunity to throw something back at me because that's only fair.
And one of us, like, he doesn't check his phone to text.
Yeah.
But if you call him, he'll answer the phone. It's like, I texted you an hour ago. So now all of a sudden you're available. But no, he's just not very good at texting. So we're different in that way as well. Like,
I can be on the phone and you can be in my top pocket and I can still be working. But if I've got a text message, it just takes too long.
I love that, Will. I'm sure you would have learned so much about each other on that time. But you guys have been busy. You've been touring around for quite some time now as well. Have you had a highlight together up on a stage, maybe a certain event, something's happened, with your time performing so far?
Yeah. The most recent to date, end of last year, we played the new festival Strumming Bird.
Yeah.
And the first of the run was Sunshine Coast, and it was an 8,000 person tent, fully packed.
Yeah.
And we just weren't expecting it. We were earlier in the day, and there was a lot of people there who knew our music and were there to see us. So that was a bit of a highlight for us for sure.
I think as well, like for me, I specifically remember, people show appreciation for like our song "Call It a Day," which we appreciate everyone singing along when they do. Wink, wink. But when we started hearing people sing like other songs like "Red Wine and Roses" and literally there was an array of songs they were singing, that was like this is really, really exciting. That was definitely a highlight for us.
Yeah.
But also for me, like playing CMC was a goal of ours for a very long time, like forever.
Yeah.
So that was a real moment for us. As a crew, it's like, okay, we've been working towards this for a long time.
Yeah.
That was really, really exciting.
Yeah, well, like you mentioned, you were at the Strumming Bird. I went to the Newcastle one. I got there nice and early. It was packed. It was so good. It was a whole vibe. Yeah. It's got to be a pretty cool feeling to be on the same lineup, of the likes of Jelly Roll, Shabuzi, some super, super big names. Where next for you guys? What's your next goal? Maybe CMA Fest? I don't know, Stagecoach? Where are we thinking? Where do we want to go?
Well, I guess next is Gympie Music Muster. We love going back to Gympie. We've got a much later slot this year, so we can't wait to bring it. And we've possibly got a bunch of new music ready to go that we can't wait to get out to everybody. So.
We possibly can't wait to get out to anybody.
So, hopefully we can get a few songs out, and we've got Gympie coming up. We've got Denny Ute Muster that we've always wanted to play. Yeah. It's one of a kind.
It's awesome. Denny, we love Denny. We went and hung out with James 2 years ago, I think, and he's like, let's do a shoey. I'm like, mate, I'm not doing a shoey. And then everyone's like, do a shoey.
The pressure was real. I got to do a shoey, right?
And they've given us brand new boots. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm sculling the beer and I'm halfway through, and the sticker from the inside of the boot goes down my throat, and I pull out, I spit wow, and then I spit the beer, and everyone's just like booing me, and I'm like,
if only they knew you had a sticker in your throat,
I
right?
can scull a beer, but I'm not sculling a sticker.
No.
I don't remember anyone booing you.
I remember.
But also, at least it was a brand new boot, right? Like you didn't have to go through the old boot with the old juices.
Big shout out, Harriet. Yeah. We love the Harriet.
Still waiting for the other half of the boot to turn up, but I'll take one.
Well, I've got a round of 5 fast questions here if you guys are up for it.
Cool.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. The first one I've got is, what's your go-to song on your own personal playlist right now? Like, what are you going to? Some Sabrina Carpenter? Or what are we feeling? What's on your own rotation?
Ooh.
Yeah, I've actually been going back in time, like to a playlist that I created when I was sort of growing up. And there's an old duo that they're not around anymore. They're called Walker Maguire.
Yeah.
And they're the 2 first songs I ever added to this playlist. Anyway, go check them out. They've got a couple of bangers there. But I was literally in the gym yesterday just listening to some Walker Maguire.
I love that.
I can't, we've got such great music coming out at the moment. I've been going back through songs and Footloose.
True.
It's just so consistently good.
And
Every time
it
you
never
listen
gets
to it.
old.
It doesn't get old. It
that's
actually
true.
doesn't get old.
Yeah.
So I find myself listening to Footloose every now and then.
I love that. I love that. Well, the next one I've got is, what's your go-to drink? What are you reaching for? What's usually the one that you're in the mood for?
Well, cheers, mate. I'm always just starting off steady with a Great Northern.
Okay.
I think if I've had a long day and maybe it's a big show or something, I'm just knackered. I'm just going straight for probably one of these.
Oh, what have
This
we got
is
here?
called- This is called the Woodford Reserve. My very dear friend Zach showed me this, and we've never looked back since. It's lovely. It's a
Is that
whiskey.
a
It's
whiskey?
Kentucky whiskey.
Ooh.
It's literally between this and a Bundy for me. It's a
Okay.
flip of a coin.
A good duo.
I'm going to return this before we open it.
Got a show tonight.
Bit of show and tell. I like that.
Yeah.
Only for show. And tell.
The next one I've got is, what's your favourite song to play live? Whether it's maybe one of your own, a cover, up on stage.
Yeah. George, you go first. I'm undecided. I'm thinking.
Yeah. This is great background music. If we can have that turned up for a
Yeah, a
second.
bit of ambience. Let's just quick.
It's great. I think for me, playing the riff for Call It a Day is always a buzz.
Yeah.
Like we don't announce that we're going to play it, but we announce it's like, it's going to be our last song. We hope you enjoy it. And then you start playing the riff and then the crowd,
Yeah.
you get that
Yeah.
connection, which is really cool. That's definitely a highlight for me.
Yeah. Being more just the rhythm acoustic guy that just strums a lot. This week has been really nice where we put a new song or an old song back in our set, Get You Back Roads. So that's been really fun, being able to just pluck away at
Yep.
that, and I can do a little bit more with that song than just strum the chords.
Yep.
So I'm excited for that one.
Oh, I'm excited that's been added back in.
Really?
So good. That's one of my faves.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can catch me front row. I'll be like, yes, it's back.
We had a lovely lady come up to us at Cairns in the merch line, and she's like, I'm begging you, when you come back to Townsville, can you please? I'm like,
Is that
you
the
asked?
reason it's back in?
That's the
Shout
only
out
reason.
to that lady.
Yeah, I
alright?
wish I could remember
They've
the
done
lovely
it.
lady's name. But yeah, no, we did it just for you.
Oh, I love that. Well, the next one I've got is, do you have a most embarrassing moment at all up on stage or maybe on tour that stands out so far over the time?
Having to spit out my beer.
Oh, true. The sticker. The sticker in the boot.
sculling out of a brand new Harriet boot, and the sticker went down my throat, spat it all over the front row.
In front of like 6,000
everyone was
people.
yelling at me, and
Yeah.
I can't scull a beer apparently. So. Actually, you know what? Denny this year,
Round two.
round
Yeah.
two. Round two.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
doing that, George. I don't care.
You've said it now, it's on the record. Bugger.
I love
I
that.
don't know. I've had a an interesting run, but nothing too like doozy.
Yeah.
We've been pretty reserved.
There's still time.
Yeah, there's.
We'll have to see.
And one day it'll happen.
Actually, I've got another one. I'll take George's. It was like one of our first big shows, and we're opening for James Johnston.
I wasn't gonna say this.
It's Tamworth Country Music Festival, 1,600 people. His first ever headline show, and we're 3 songs in, and I forget that my guitar isn't plugged in. And I'm I'm starting the song, and this kid down the front is like, "Oh, Zach!"
He wasn't a kid. He was a fully grown man.
The fully grown man was like, "Oh, Zach!" Plug your guitar in, man. I was like, "Oh, damn."
Oh, good call.
And then there was 300 people around him went, Zach doesn't plug his guitar in. And then it was a joke. And this guy actually came to several shows afterwards and would heckle Zach. Is your guitar plugged in?
Top fan then, though,
Yeah.
getting to all
We
the
love
shows,
him.
though.
We
Yeah.
love him. Yeah.
I love that. Well, the last one I've got is, do you guys have a pre-show ritual? Do you know, wear lucky undies before every show? You're eating a certain meal. What are you kind of doing leading up to your shows that's
Yeah.
repetitive?
It's a bit like a footy team. We do
Yeah.
a little huddle
Okay.
just with the boys that we're going on stage with. We say some nice words about each other. Someone has a dig at George, and then we always have a breath. We have a
Okay.
big just breath just to calm George down.
It's actually about me settling. Yeah, I think for me, I always like running the set hot.
Yeah.
The week of the show. That's for me is everything's working, everything's comfortable. I have the right guitar in my hands, which happens. I swap guitars and they're different tunings. So, for me, it's just making sure you do the prep before.
For sure.
Kind of once you hear it's too late.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, leading up, make sure it's all under control, and then you can be a bit more relaxed, I guess, in a way, to jump up on stage.
Absolutely, you've got to
knowing
be
that it's
relaxed.
all right.
Yeah. If you're sitting there thinking about which pedal to press and where to put your fingers, it's too late.
It's too much,
Yeah,
too stressful.
that's right.
Nah. And you got a bit of a crowd like watching you, I suppose. So to make those decisions in front of a lot of people watching.
When they'll follow me around and tell me I've put the wrong pedal on, like they have with Zach's guitar.
yeah,
you know?
true. Oh, you've got a lot of support around you though. That's good.
It's lovely. We're very, very grateful.
I love that. Well, Zach and George, thank you so much for joining me here at Country Fest. Can't wait to catch you up on stage.
Thank you very much for having us. We look forward to it.
AC/DC, we love George Jones, turned up to 11 down in our back row. We were raised on country, red dirt, rock and roll.
Catching up right now, it is with Max Jackson here at Country Fest Townsville. How are you going?
I am the happiest I've ever been. I mean, like, honestly, when the sun is out and I'm on a normal day at home, I'm happy. And we're here at Country Fest and, like, I can see the people up there. I'm going down in about an hour to go and play and so excited. I've played Country Fest once before, but it was in a completely different place. And also, long story short, but our set actually got rained out last time.
Oh, wow.
And we only got to play, like, maybe 4 songs or something. So this feels like, yes, back at Country Fest and get to have a great night.
Yeah, and the weather's just perfect for you guys. Nice and warm in winter, by the way, and they get this like all year round. So good, isn't
This
it?
feels like, honestly, like close to summer. I mean, you've got singlet and like
we've got the full summer
t-shirt,
kit.
no jackets needed here in Townsville.
I know, right? It's so good. Well, I wanted to ask you, Max, you know, last time we caught up, I checked in about your uncle. Have you caught up with your uncle, Alan
Notice
Jackson,
my
yet?
shirt? I actually thought of you as I put this shirt on, and I was like, I'm going to talk to Jackie, and I've got my Alan Jackson, my uncle. So, you know, did you know that they call him Uncle Hat?
Oh, no.
I just saw actually his niece on an interview call him Uncle Hat, and I was like, that's
cute.
cool.
Yeah.
He is my uncle as well. And I mean,
confirming.
I'm just really looking forward to, you know, potential collaborations, all those things. I know he's about to play his
He's
last
about to
show.
do his farewell tour in Nashville in literally a couple of weeks. You're going to make the trip up there for
I
it?
would love to. I mean, Alan, if you need me to be there, I will jump on a plane from Australia for you. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that so much. Well, you've been busy, you know, country music, it's in your blood, your uncle, you know, your whole family, and you've just released a brand new album, Dangerous in Denim. I love this album. It is so good, Max. How did it all come together?
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, the album has been like a really long time in the making, actually. Like, Little More Country is on the album. I released that back in November 2023, and I feel like that was the song that really, like, just changed my life. People knew that song. People started to know who I was, and everything changed from there. And I've been releasing singles since then, and there was 5 completely new songs on the album when it came out that people hadn't heard, so it was exciting being able to have like a bunch of new music come out at once. And I grew up in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby, and I loved albums. I loved buying them and like reading who wrote the songs and reading the lyrics and all that stuff. So it was a dream come true to be able to, you know, make something like that myself, a whole collection of music, and to have it out there means the world. I basically, when I was making it, Dangerous in Denim to me means showing up in the world in a way that you feel confident and that you really can achieve so many amazing things when you just be yourself and put yourself out there. And so I really feel proud of the message behind the music, and I feel proud that the music feels really uplifting, and hopefully it's making people smile, you know, everywhere they're listening to it.
It's a great album, and I loved the title for the album as well. Did you have this one locked in for a while? Because it is very Max Jackson. Like, you're always in some denim and looking dangerous. It's good.
Thank you. Well, look, it was one of those things, actually. It was the very last thing to come about for the album, and I wanted to basically name the album something that wasn't a song, because I was like, I just don't feel defined by one of my songs. I feel like I love putting out different things all the time. And so I really wanted it to be a statement about something that, you know, I felt strongly about. So it was actually Jeremy, my husband, who came up with Dangerous in Denim. And I was like, oh, that sounds really, really cool. So then we actually recorded at the very beginning of the album. There is a track that's called Dangerous in Denim, the intro, that sort of like just introduces the entire concept of the album and I guess, you know, the meaning behind it. So that was the last thing to come about for the whole thing, but it just felt like it tied it all together and made sense of all of the music collectively in there.
I love that. A lot of people have been, talking about these intros and outros to album. I don't know if you've listened to Ella Langley's.
Froggy and Gordon and he did right off home.
It's kind of got people divided, but I love the idea of it, like the intro, the outro just sets the scene, doesn't it?
I think so too. And I just think like whatever it is, whether it be like a little spoken piece or like mine's basically, actually two friends of ours in Nashville who are amazing songwriters and performers and everything themselves. And I just said to them, would you do the voiceover for this section? And they did it and we loved it. And obviously Ella's got the songs and, I know Zach Bryan does like a lot of poetry at the beginning of his albums and stuff. And I just think it's a cool way just to basically add more to the experience. And that's what an album really is now, because albums aren't the same as they used to be. But to create an actual listening experience for people, like that feels like the whole point of an album.
Yeah, definitely. No, I love it. And I love that you've got your own little twist there as well to intro it. I've got a round of 5 fast questions here.
I'm the
if you're up
slowest
for
fast
it.
questioner ever, but go.
All right, the first one I've got is your go-to song on your own personal playlist right now, something that you just go straight for at the moment.
Oh, Springsteen, Eric Church.
All right. I love that. The next one we've got is your go-to drink. What do you usually reach for straight away?
Like non-alcoholic coconut water, alcoholic margarita.
I love that. The next one I've got is your favourite song to play live.
It would be Little More Country. Just the whole energy changes.
Yes, I love that. It's a good one. Do you have a most embarrassing moment up on stage so far?
I mean, I don't ever really feel too embarrassed by anything, because I think like whenever something weird or like embarrassing happens, it's always like a good story, and it also breaks the ice. But recently on the Fresh Country tour that I did with Lane Pittman and Dylan Wright and the Wet Whistles, I fell over on the way out, which was like I sort of like slipped on a guitar lead I just sort of went half down, and I don't even know how I did it. Like I mustered up this strength that basically just zipped back my legs together, and I was like back up all of a sudden. And the crowd, I just sort of looked at the crowd and they just went, yeah. And it was probably one of the best gigs of my life, and I fell over as I was walking out.
I love that. Iconic stuff. I love that. And the last one I've got is, do you have like a pre-show ritual? Do you wear, I don't know, lucky undies? Do you eat certain foods before you go and perform? Something like that?
Like honestly, not anything specific like that, but I really do I stand there and basically just like say a bunch of positive stuff to me, like to myself before I walk on. I'm like, you've done this a million times before, you're gonna have the best set. Like I just literally pump myself up.
I love that.
Which I think personally, talking to yourself in a positive way is very important, obviously. And because there's a lot of like doubt that can creep into your mind when you're about to go do something that's like new or scary or nerve-wracking. So I just basically just go, nah, it's gonna be the best show you've ever done, and walk on like that.
No, that's good. It's a good vibe to walk on like that, confident and ready to go.
My band as well, before they go on, we do the Let's Rock Today from School of Rock as well, on each other's hands.
I love that. Well, Max Jackson, thank you so much for joining me. Can't wait to catch you up on that stage.
Yeah, let's do it.